Hey, welcome back. It's Cheryl here today. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Hope you subscribe and like and share this video. I'm showing you a little fall / Halloween craft, and what you need is you can get little pieces of wood that I just showed you from Crafter Square from the Dollar Tree, and you get 6 in there. So at least when I bought these, they came in a pack of 6. And then I bought these brushes from the Dollar Tree. That way, if they get messed up, you can just toss them. But they're not really that great. So now this is Creative Paper Clay. It's modeling clay. It is $9.99. I've only been able to find it at Hobby Lobby. And it's water-based, so you can really sculpt. These are 2 wooden sculpting tools that I had, and a couple of other paint brushes. And then I have this black paint. I use black a lot, so I have a big bottle. And these are 2 orange colors, and one, if not both, I'm not sure, I can tell, but they glow, supposed to glow in the dark. And this is a yellow that I'm going to be using for this project. Of course, a cup with some water in it to clean the brushes as I move along. And I also like to use this gesso. It's a basic acrylic paint, and what it is used for, if you're going to paint something like wood, paper, ceramic, what have you, you put a base coat on. And that way the paint that you add will adhere better to the object versus just painting it straight onto the piece. So even with that said, I'm getting ready to show you what I'm making. So keep watching. Okay, let's get started. I pre-drilled some holes into the piece of wood. That way I can get my string or jute string, whatever you want to use. If you want to hang it, you don't have to drill holes to hang it. I had to use a drill to get the holes big enough. And then I put the gesso on like I was telling you. Usually 1 or 2 coats is enough for this project. I just want to make sure that the black really stands out. Let me show you what I made actually a couple years ago for Christmas. I thought they came out so pretty, so I decided to try to do a pumpkin. So that's what I'm trying to do on this video. Okay, let's see. I think this is, you might hear some cats in the background whining because I put them in the cage for a rest because they were acting crazy. Okay, now they're trying to escape. They're good at escaping. So this one, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to make 2 of these. And so let me slap some gesso on this one. And we're about done there. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and, since this is going to be all black, just put the black directly on it. As you see, I did it too quick because the paint is not dry. So we'll be back when this is dry. And in the meantime, let me show you again what I made. Here's the other one. But I think they came out super cute, if you can see. And all the leaves on the tree were individually made and put together. I just love this. But it's one of a kind. Well, I got 2 one of a kinds you can't recreate. But I'm trying to do this with this pumpkin deal. So let's get back into it. I'm going to use this plain piece of wood to color. I've already made the pumpkin out of clay. I can show you how I did it. basically I just took some of the paper clay and kind of made it into long strips, like snake strips. This clay is very soft, but like I mentioned, it's paper base, so you got to be careful when you're sculpting with water and heat. Now, I did sculpt something one time and I was in a rush for it to dry and use the heat gun, and underneath I had a base of styrofoam, and of course you can guess what happened after that. The styrofoam melted, so she had a hole in her stomach, but nobody ever knew except for me. So I'm sculpting this pumpkin here for you guys. If you're new here, I'm so glad to have you. I hope you enjoy my crafting and gardening and the crazy things I do around the house. It's always makes me happy when people comment and say they like something, so then I know they're really watching. Okay, I think I got the last piece up. And you know, guys, after I did this, I realized I did this all wrong. All I needed was one big blob, and then I could have traced the lines for the pumpkin in. But no, I had to try to do it the crazy way. Oh well, I guess that's why we're going to call it Cheryl's Crazy Crafts. Okay, because see, I'm doing exactly what I could have did with one blob of clay versus putting them out like a snake. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and put the stem on the pumpkin. I'm just going to make a little square thing. And then I'm going to make a vine. I'm kind of reluctant making this vine out of clay because it's real fragile. But we'll see. I was going to see how long it would stay up. If it didn't, I was going to see if I could have a piece of metal wire that I can put in a swirl and stick up there. So I'm getting ready to use one of these Dollar Tree brushes. And I have this, I forget the name of the color. But it's like a golden, it's not orange, it's just I'm using it as a base so that when I do put the orange on, you can see all the indentations or carvings, should I say. And I'm also going to do it on the stem and the vine. And then when I get ready to actually paint the pumpkin, it's going to be dry brushing. And I learned dry brushing years ago, and it makes a big difference versus just doing something flat on the screen. Okay, we're going to go ahead and finish putting this on, and then I'll be back. Okay, I think I have pretty much put enough of this brown paint on here. I wish I could recall the name of it. If I do, I'll post it. But, I mean, it's really whatever color you want. I use what I have. I didn't buy any new paints. Only time I buy paints is usually for black, white. Those are the colors I use the most, black and white. So this is an old dry brush. It's almost like a stencil, but the bristles are really stiff and hard. And so when you put your paint on it, then you see how I wiped it off on the side, and then you just lightly brush until you get the level of color that you want. I could tell you one thing, those Dollar Tree brushes ain't worth a jack. I have little hair brushes. You see me picking them out all up in the cracks. So now, see, there's another one. Now I think I just end up using those brushes for like glue or something like that. Yeah. So anyway, you can see how it's starting to build up. It's building up. Okay, let's slide on now. This is like, I believe, the third or third, maybe it's the second coat. Y'all tell me in the comments. I forgot. I need some help out there, y'all. I'm trying to get my watch time back up. So if y'all get a chance, you can watch a couple of my playlists. Just listen while you're cleaning up. Do something, y'all. Gotta help us. Help me out. Help me out. Okay, see, I may leave that back alone. I'm not sure yet. I probably won't bother painting it, because if I don't, I mean, it'll be because I'm going to be gluing this to the back of the piece of wood anyway. So it may not be necessary to put the wood on there. Okay, y'all. I know you're about tired of me, but just stick with me and we'll see how this thing comes together. Okay. If you look, you can see how one side is much darker. This is not a quick craft, but I think it's easy. It's just that you have to have patience. Now, if you don't have one of these dry brushes, what I recommend is trying to find maybe use a stencil brush and not put as much paint on the brush. And I mean, there's a way, even if you have to water the paint down. Okay, now that I have the orange paint on there, I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow on here just to kind of highlight it. So that's what I'm doing now. Just putting a little highlights on here. And as you can see, it's bringing out the definition. So now I'm going to do the stem and the vine. You always go with the dark color first and then bring up the light. So I'm putting like a forest green, almost like a black green, and I'm putting a little bit on the back just in case you can see when I get ready to glue it down, in case it shows. So here we go. I'm about done putting this on here, y'all. Okay, so now I'm going in with the lighter green. And I think this one's one of the least expensive paints. When I bought it, probably was 50 cents. It's probably $1 now, but it's just like a basic, like, spring green. And so, yeah, I'm doing the vine and the stem. And so I'm going to go back to my piece of wood that I painted black. And then we're going to pull out the glue gun and see what happens. Okay. Okay. So, there we go. Okay. Did y'all see Teddy in the background? Look, this took me more than one day because I got something different on. Did y'all notice I changed my clothes? Okay, I think, y'all know I don't like to measure. I think that's just fine where it is. Okay. So while we're waiting for the glue gun to heat up, I'm just gonna wait. There we go. That's the finished product. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to give me a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Even if you've been here before, don't forget to give me a like and a comment. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.